The super. You gotta put the top part. This is where the door goes. One step below, and I guess what I meant. It can move, but if you line it all up right there, and then you just start putting like one screw in at each corner, it'll start to hold it in place. And don't put it in all the way. That way you have room to adjust. All these screws are the same as the brood box. There's different screws for these little clips or whatever, these things that turn and hold the door in place. You put a spring on the back of it. So this is the back of it. It goes on like that. You put this spring on, and then you put this smaller screw through that. And then the other screw that's different is for this side window. There's a different screw for this, and this is where the door handle goes on. One complaint I have is if you try to screw this in, this thing moves and you have to like hold it tight, but even then, if you can tell, it's not screwed in all the way. So I don't want to put pliers on this because I feel like it's going to mar the finish. So I'll see if there's some way I can figure out to kind of hold this steady and get this to screw in some more. Maybe if I do it by hand instead of the impact. But yeah, this is my only complaint so far. That taper part is the front. We harvest the honey from the back. Queen excluder goes on top. And the super's done. Gonna set the super on top. Roof is done. I'm gonna put the roof on top. That's the cover for the roof. It goes on top of the super. And almost done. Still need to assemble the frames to go into the brood box. Putting the roof together, but it's really nice because they already have holes set up. So when you put the big flat panels on top on, you know which is this part that goes in, because that's the hole for the roof cap. But even for the rest of it, so building this frame would have been difficult, but they already have small holes built into it. So when you put these screws in, you already know where they're supposed to go. Even here, I don't have to align it up too much because you can see the hole right there. So that's it, line it up over here, hole showing through, put the screws in. It's fairly straightforward. The two holes on top go on the top part of the frame, and then the single hole takes this skinny bar right here. You line it up, put a nail through it. It was fairly easy to put the flow frames in, or the Tapcomb frames in. You just put them in there, and that's it. What I really like about this, if you see this, there's a taper on this box. Sorry, you can't see this. There's a taper on this bottom box. So if you see the rear of it is angled back about 3 degrees. And so what the flow Hive system wants you to do is do this manually, but this is actually built into the box that way. When you go back here and you attach the tubes and try to remove the honey, it'll flow better. But really easy to put together. Only complaint I think is the handles. I don't think they're well made because the screws come out and it's not a good design. And the other complaint that I have is that the nails are a little bit flimsy for the frames. The frames themselves for the brood box, they feel very flimsy.